You mind if Mr. Welsh observes today?
Hi, I'm so sweaty. I feel like people keep walking behind me. Have you seen the movie Warm Bodies? It took me so long to watch and it's so good. If you like Twilight, you'll definitely like Warm Bodies. Yeah, eventually there was a monologue for like the first 20 minutes, honestly, like backstory, which I get was like necessary. But like once all that was done and it really got into like plot and stuff, it was so good. I loved it. I liked how like creepy looking some of the zombies were, and then other ones were like more human, kind of like that contrast, and like the whole idea of love and hope and losing hope, and you know what that does to you, whatever, especially as a zombie. I don't know, it was really good. It wasn't Twilight for sure, it wasn't 5 movies good, but it was still really cute. Like it was, I would buy this on DVD, kind of good. I also saw the newest Superman, and that was really good too, but I had never seen any of the other Superman movies, so like all I have to go off of is this guy seemed really wholesome and he really cared about his dog. You guys know I'm like crazy for dogs, hashtag Team Jacob. But there's one part where Lois Lowry, the girl, the love interest, she's like, it's just a dog. I was like, just a dog, like get out. You're right, this isn't gonna work because not just a dog. Probably just gonna cruise a little bit more, and then I have to go to the post office and the grocery store. But this was really fun. I love getting sun and sweating a little bit, even though I just straightened my hair. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go skate. See you on the other side. A golden sunset? Look how crazy that backlighting is. That's so pretty. My board's rolling away. Do you ever just like want to walk on grass? I love walking on grass. Cheers. Clink. I am so excited to be doing my camera collection. And I think I say I'm excited in every video, but this is something that has been a big part of my life for the past like 10 years. I did not buy all of these cameras in like 2 or 3 years, and most of them are secondhand. I have a good variety. I have a DSLR, several film cameras, digital cameras, and some camcorders. So yes. Also, look, I wanted to show you this if you are into like cameras and stuff. I got this at Daiso like, I don't know, a couple months ago, and it's literally, I had been looking for something just like this, and it's perfect. This is an SD card. holder. Look at all my SD cards, like Peppa. This was my first ever SD card. I got this 14 years ago. That's crazy, 4 gigs. I ended up needing way more than 4 gigs. So that's how I ended up with so many SD cards. Some of them are for my camcorders, some of them are for my digital cameras. I think I have more SD cards that are like in the cameras right now. I have like an adapter, some micro SD like for my MP3. Do I have more on this side? That would be crazy. I don't, I just have an adapter. Okay, I'm not that insane, maybe a little, but it was like $1.50, $2 for this SD card holder, and it holds a billion different SDs and micro SDs. So this is awesome. I love that it's like a hard case. I don't like deleting my raw files off of my SD cards, so that's why I just keep buying more. I also have a little key ring with a butt cheek ton of USBs. Like in 2025 we have USB-Cs, and there's also lightning. This one, it's like dual. This is my most like recent one. They also have lightning USBs, which is really, really cool, especially if your phone fills up fast. Like, I think eventually I will invest in a lightning. This is like really fun to play with, and I just had Monster, so I'm like, I'm obsessed with memories. My friend Lynn said that in one of their videos like years ago at this point, and as soon as they said it, I was like, yes, that statement resonates with me so well. I am obsessed with memories, and I am the type of person that will go back and look through my camera roll just for fun. It's nice to be reminded why life is worth living, you know? I also have tons of physical prints from my digitals, like when they get developed. So for me, it's mostly, I like capturing, what's the word? Oh, candid. I love candid photography, the life around. I love golden hour photography. Who doesn't? But like right after golden hour, a pink summer sunset. I'm putting pictures on the screen so you can like see examples and stuff of like, this is gonna be a super long video. Oh no. But I'm gonna put tons of pictures on the screen so that you can like see. And also I do have a photography portfolio on my website. I used to have a photography portfolio on an Instagram page, but I deleted it after high school. You know, you just want to start over, and I regret deleting that portfolio with all my teenage photography. RIP to that account. But I tried my best to like recreate the vibes and the feelings on my website. So let's get on with the cameras. Let's start off with my baby. This is my Canon T3i. I love her. Thank you so much for everything you have done for me. I love her so much. Guys, when I was like 9 or 10, my dad has always been crazy supportive of all my creative endeavors, whether it's music or photography or sewing or whatever. Like, my dad's always been super duper supportive, and I told him I want this camera, and he said, okay, I'll help you save for it. Every now and then when I have some extra cash, I'll give you like money, 50 bucks, 100 bucks. This is insane. For like a 10-year-old, he really trusted me, like really trusted me. And I saved all the money he gave me and all the extra money I could, and eventually I got it. This was like the camera of that time, like the 2010s. What makes the eye different is it has a flip out lens. So like that's why all the vloggers were using it back then. On it, people always ask like, where's the lens? This is a lens. This is my baby. I think my dad also got me this lens. Literally, I asked for this like many years later. It is a 24mm lens. I don't think you can see it. They're called pancake lenses, and I have a 50 as well. Usually people like the nifty 50. I do not like 50. If you like the blurred background, you'll like a 50mm lens, but I do not. I am somebody that really likes to capture context, and especially like I did a lot of like skate photography and stuff, so I really liked capturing like the background, the people, the park, etc. So it's also like very wide angle. One day I would like to get a fisheye lens for this camera, but I'm sure lenses are way more expensive than they were like 10 years ago when I got this one. My baby, I used to carry this at school. Like, I'd literally be walking around with my backpack and I would have it on my arm like this, just walking around. And then if I saw something cool, or like my friends were bored during lunch, it's like, hey, you want to go shoot? We go and find a spot that we found interesting, and then I would just pose them. Like, I got really good. Turn on the camera, I sound insane, and maybe I was, but I was like, okay, I need you to just look away and then look at me. And usually doing that makes for like a really candid photo. And so she went and I took the picture and it was so beautiful, and I loved those lunchtime photo shoots. I did those sophomore through senior year of high school, so made a lot of memories with this. It also went on all our family trips, to the skate park with me. This has been with me everywhere, and I don't think I would ever upgrade from it to like a different DSLR. This is what I learned to use, like all the manual settings. I have not shot on like any of the presets in so long. Manual all the way. I would say raw files all the way, but sometimes I don't have storage for it. I did talk about this camera for 10 minutes because I'm insane, but a lot of the photography on my portfolio is probably taken with my Canon T3i. My mom recently let me take the childhood family camera, which is so special. Like, this little case and stuff is so nostalgic to me. It's the Canon Cybershot 7.2. and it's so cute. I had been wanting a digital camera, but I didn't want to ask her for like the childhood family camera. There's so many pictures from my childhood on it. I don't even want to take photos on this memory stick. Like, I want to buy a whole new memory stick. I don't want to accidentally like mess this one up or whatever. The next one I'll show you is my first film camera. This is actually insane. I don't think I have any film in it. See, it's a film camera. I found this one at Goodwill for like $2. I was like, I don't even know if it works, but I'm gonna find out. Like, if you were to feel this, it feels like a toy camera. A little Snorlax, and this is the one. And I know it's this one because the DVD has tons of terrible photos. So this one has no flash whatsoever because it is essentially like a toy camera. It still has, oh, for outdoor use only, I guess that's why. But it has like, it's probably from like the 90s, right? Those colors are very 90s-esque. But I printed the photos at Walmart. Look. My best friend Liz, this was her board when I met her, so that's really fun. A lot of the photos were like this. This is Church's Chicken. I worked at a Church's Chicken as my first job, and I worked there for many years. Like, this is so funny. We used to make ramen during our lunch breaks and put them in the Church's cup. Oh, here's me and Liz! Oh my gosh! So this must have been like 2017 when I took these photos. Maybe 2016. I look so young here. Oh my god, my little Naruto shirt. I loved those Tommy jeans. And my pink board. That is so fun. This was my neighbor. His longboard was pretty cool. It had a little thing to open up glass bottles. So calming to me. I love the skate park. Church's Chicken. I'll show you guys my camcorder. Within like a skate group or whatever, there's always kind of that one person that's the filmer, like the person who's always taking pictures and videos, and I kind of felt myself falling into that place a little bit. And then, you know, like when you think of like the 90s skate scene, you think of like the big camcorders, and so I kind of wanted like a little camcorder to take videos for this channel and to take when I go skating, just kind of something a little bit different than my phone. I added these pop filters. You can order like a pack of these online. The wind noise would get really bad when I'd be at the park and stuff like that. And then this I actually got at a little shop near the border where my grandma lives.
Battlefield, a nuclear weapon. Let's search and destroy all the innocent throats we can step on. You bury your face underneath half-hearted confessions. You poison yourself with the thought I won't love you to death. Black lights across my face, words that...
I love it so much. I found this camera on Facebook Marketplace. It is the Sony Handycam HDR. I'll put it right here so you can see. The lady told me that she used it once on her family trip to Alaska and then never used it again. So I have definitely gotten a good amount of use out of this camcorder. I love how little it is. And if I ever got a vlogging camera, like aside from my phone, it would be a camcorder. Like camcorders are specifically made for video. So they have a completely different skill set than a camera would, you know, like a digital camera or a DSLR, like anything like that. It's just not gonna have the same video stabilization and zooming capabilities. This camera can zoom. I wish I could take this to concerts, but I would definitely get kicked out. Next, I have my Instax camera. I got this for Christmas from my grandma. It's like the white 7S, I believe. I got it at like Walmart, and I got the case eventually separate. I just think it's so cute. It's all glittery. Definitely very yellowed now, and then I have like a sparkly Brandy Melville sticker on it. So I got this in middle school, I believe, so I have a lot of pictures from like 8th grade. Dang, I haven't seen this in so long. I think my mom took this of me. Here's me. I was so little. I was probably like 18 or 19 there. The next camera I have is this one. It does not work. It's the HP PhotoSmart R707. I think Nana's apartment number is 707. But yeah, I got this at the pawn shop for like a couple of dollars. It was in their clearance section. I had my hopes up, okay? And then I brought it home and then it didn't turn on and I was sad. So I actually went back to the pawn shop, learned my lesson that I was going to try the camera out before I buy it. So I made sure that it turned on, that it took pictures and everything. And I ended up getting this one. It's so cute. It is the Kodak Easy Share. It's supposed to be able to share photos over Bluetooth, but they like discontinued that software or whatever, so you can't really do that anymore. But this is really cute, and this is actually the strap from my Fujifilm that I just showed you. Also, this is something that I feel like a lot of people, maybe nowadays everything's a bit more viral and everything that was niche is no longer niche, but it is an SD to lightning adapter. Very cool. I got this many years ago for my Canon. I was just taking so many pictures, and I think the camera was only like $5 from the pawn shop, or 10. Like it couldn't have been more than 15. It was super duper cheap. Next is my film baby. Oh, I love this camera. I love it so much. It is the Canon EOS A2. I got it on eBay for I think like $40 or $50, probably like 8-9 years ago at this point. That's insane. I had already dipped my toes into film with like the toy camera, and I also went through like maybe 2, 3, 4 disposable cameras. So I knew it was time for me to invest in like a nice film camera. Again, like all the skater photographers I looked up to and stuff all talked about like shooting film in the 90s and early 2000s. I was already very accustomed to like DSLR settings, and this camera has the DSLR settings, but the catch is that there's no live view, there's no LCD, no digital preview of what you're gonna get. All you have is the viewfinder, and you just pray and hope that your pictures are properly exposed. It was so fun taking this to the park, and I would take all these pictures and people would be like, oh, can I see it? Because you know, they see this big bulky camera and like, oh, can I see the picture? And I'm like, you can't, it's film, you have to wait. And who knows when I was gonna fill the role and develop it. Some of my absolute favorites that I took at night, I guess my shutter was a little slow or something. I don't know, my settings were slightly off. It resulted in like the coolest photos ever. We were at the skate park and we ended up with like all these lights and squiggles in the back. I don't know, those are super cool. And the one on my friend's board is really cool. I really like this dog one because it has this light leak at the top. The really cool part about film is that you get all these light leaks and just like really fun colors, and oh, it's beautiful. The only reason I stopped is because it's really expensive, and I think like this one I don't even have the physical prints for. I think at a certain point I was just paying for digitals. But if you just want to try film or whatever, I recommend getting a disposable camera. I think it's really fun, and when people see them and you bring them out, people get really excited and they're like, oh, you know, and they're, you know, passing it around. So like this one I took at the park on a disposable camera. It was so fun. The little people on the tech decks. More churches, bro, the churches. This picture too. I think I made a copy of this photo and I like painted a frame for Liz. You look so little here. With me, Liz, and Star. That belt was really cool. I miss that belt. It's my friend Mark. It's pretty cool. We were on like the playground. These are really fun. There's Johan. Like some of the kids at the park. I love skating at night. Look how fun. We had so much fun. The skate park is definitely my happy place. Here's like Mark was trying to ollie some stairs. Here's Liz helping her friend drop in for the first time. Liz taught me to drop in for the first time. She held my hand like that too. My mom wanted to get an Instax, and so she got this one, but I don't think she ever ended up using it. So this is the Instax Mini 9. I believe the quality on this is a lot better, and the hot pink definitely reminds me of my mom. The last digital camera I have is this one. I also got this at the pawn shop for $5. I don't really like the coloration on this one or the pictures, but what drew me to it originally though was it is battery powered. My other digital camera, you have to like plug it in and charge it, which is kind of inconvenient. So this one's really nice. So you just pop in new batteries. This camera is a Polaroid Instant 10. My brother found this outside. I don't know, I wasn't there. I just remember one day he came home and was like, hey, me and my friends were outside and we found this camera on the floor. It's like one of those old cameras. Do you want it? And I was like, yeah, okay. He's like, I don't know if it works. I'm like, it's cool. Like, I collect cameras. So it was probably weathered on, but it's really cool. So I was pretty happy to have this in like my collection. It's pretty dusty, but it's been like that since I got it. My kit lens in here and my 50. We have a love-hate relationship, but I'm glad to have it. The 50 is also really zoomed in for no reason. So yes, you get the blurred background, but it's also zoomed in. So like the last camera I have is a camcorder. A lot of letters. Hopefully you can see that. If you really want to know what it's called and you can't see, then comment and I will figure it out. But my father-in-law was moving and they were cleaning out their garage and this camera was in there, and my husband asked if I could take it. And look how cute this little LCD screen is. That is so cute and tiny. I have never filmed on it just because I'm kind of scared. Like when I was a kid, these types of videos were called like tag videos and stuff, and you would tag people. I think it would be really fun to see flowlotl do this. I'm gonna tag Monica and luvmamimi too. I think luvmamimi has a good amount of like digital cameras and maybe webcams. See you later, brofist.
I could try to be